Echo, look, it's not a good idea for you to be here.
I won't take much of your time. Have you heard from Rex?
Not since we had our DNA taken at the hospital, but if that's what you wanted to know, you could have called.
You're right. Is Viki here?
No, she's out. But look, Echo, you've got to stop
Charlie,
this.
I need to talk to you. Alone.
Oh. Nice work, Vimmel.
Clint? What are you up to?
Same old, same old. Have a seat.
No, thank you. Think I'll stand.
What's wrong?
I had a very interesting visit from Dorian, and she gave me quite an earful about you and Echo and a necklace, half of which Echo left with Rex when she abandoned him as a baby, and specifically where she got the necklace. So I thought I would like to hear it from you now. I hope it's good.
I'm sorry, but with the girls inside, I don't want to risk them hearing anything.
I don't want to cause problems for you. Or more problems.
Echo, it is not going to be a problem for me if tomorrow we find out from the hospital that Rex Balsam is our son.
Is that so?
Yeah. Look, I squandered my relationship with my own son, Jared, when he was a boy, and by the time I had a chance to undo the damage that I'd done, I lost him. Now, I've grown very fond of Rex over the last couple of years, and finding our way together, I kind of think would do justice to Jared's memory. And I would be honored to call such a fine young man my son.
Well, before you do, I have a confession to make.
Viki, I am surprised that you would listen to anything that Dorian says.
I found this particular story a little difficult to ignore.
Oh, well then, this should be good. All right then, let's hear Dorian's latest hoo-ha.
Well, apparently, she ran into you at the hospital, and you had with you a particular necklace, a half heart on a chain, which happens to be the mate of the one that Echo has, and the exact same one that was left with Rex when she left it as a baby.
This one?
Wow. Yes.
All right. What's wrong?
I didn't want to believe it. But she's right. Dorian's right. You gave Echo this necklace all those years ago. She kept half and she left half with her son. He's your son. Rex is your son, isn't he?
If I'm Rex's father, it's news to me.
Then why do you have this necklace?
I told you. When Echo blew into town, I had my people do some preemptive investigating just like you did. And my private investigator hit pay dirt when he found out that she hired 2 conmen in New Mexico to send Rex on this wild goose chase. And anyway, that is what led me to that necklace. Because Rex placed it on the grave of that woman.
Why didn't you ever say anything?
I had no idea what it meant to him.
And you never suspected that Echo went to all this trouble because she was hiding something? The fact that she's Rex's mother?
I suppose I should have, yeah, but I didn't think it was connected to me.
So you did not give her the necklace?
Why would I? Meeting Echo was the worst mistake I ever made in my life, and I have the feeling before long, poor Charlie is going to be saying much the same thing.
You okay?
I'm fine.
You seem a bit nervous. Look, I know things between us have been a bit tricky, but no matter what you have to say about anything, it won't shake me.
I think about you, Charlie. A lot. And I know that our relationship was barely more than a fling. I just lost Clint, and I thought of you as my fall guy.
You fallen down drunk, maybe?
Hey, now. We all have a few demons. At least you weren't hiding yours.
That's a nice way of putting it.
You're a good man at heart, Charlie. You still are. I sometimes think, what if I'd stayed in Atlantic City, you know? What if I'd had Rex and kept him? Maybe you and I would have stayed together. Maybe we would have made a life together. Maybe it would have even been good. Do you ever think about that, Charlie?
Something about this still doesn't add up.
What's that?
Well, if Echo forged the letters, why would she copy them out of a book written by one of your ancestors?
Who knows how Echo's mind works? Viki, she was infatuated with me, with all of the Buchanan. She wanted to be a Buchanan. So maybe forging the letters, that was her way of keeping it in the family.
Are you sure that she did this?
Do you think that I did? Viki, come on. What makes more sense? That I'm lying to you? Or that Dorian got into your head with one of those nutty conspiracy theories of hers? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Send him in.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Buchanan?
Yeah, I did. Satisfied?
What are you going to do with the necklace?
You keep it. By all means, you keep it. I don't want to see that damn thing ever again.
Is everything all right? Was there a problem with the key card?
No. Matter of fact, I have a job for you to do. Vimmel, you did a remarkable job constructing the duplicate.
Thank you.
And I'm quite sure it will gain entry into the hospital lab, but is it sophisticated enough not to set off any alarms?
I stand by my work.
Good. Because it'll be your butt on the line when you use it tonight.
Sir?
I trust you know your way around a genetics lab?
I have some familiarity with them, but...
Well, don't sell yourself short. Now, when I saw that key card, I knew that you were the man for this job. That you come through for me, and there's a bright future for you at BE.
What job exactly, sir?
There are DNA test results pending at Landview Hospital. And I want you to make sure that they read the way I want them to read.
You want me to alter a DNA test?
Oh, now it's really very simple. All you have to do is get yourself into the hospital lab, undetected, of course, and then you make sure that the DNA test results for Rex Bolsom identifies only one man as his father, Charlie Banks.
In all of our time apart, did you ever think about me? Did you ever think about us being a couple, a good couple? Maybe even getting married?
Echo.
Sweetheart? Hello, Echo.
Hello, Viki. I was just leaving.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, in that case, I have something that you can take with you.
What is it?
When Clint heard that Echo was back in town, he hired a private investigator to look into her past. And this little item surfaced as a result of the investigation.
And so Clint just gave it to you?
Oh, yeah. He said he had no further use for it. So I thought you might like to have it back.
So you brought this for me?
I would never take anything that doesn't belong to me. Well, I think we should say goodnight to Echo. We have an early day tomorrow, and I'm sure she's going to need all her strength when the results of those DNA tests come in.
Your assignment is very intriguing.
But
But isn't breaking into a lab and modifying a DNA test illegal?
Only if the police find out about it. Which they won't, because I know that you're discreet. And I trust that you're going to do the job correctly, right? Now, I want you to think of the big picture. Because your future here at BE could include head of the department if you come through.
I suppose it sounds simple enough.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I could do it. It's just one test, right?
Actually, there is one more thing I need you to do while you're in the lab.
I asked Clint every single question I could think of, and he had an answer for everything, just the way Echo does.
Sounds to me like you think they're lying.
Oh, darling, of course they're lying. Especially Echo. Listen, if she isn't completely fabricating something, then she's distorting the truth or just leaving out all the important parts. What was she doing here? What did she want here tonight?
She just wanted to know if I'd spoken to Rex.
Well, here's the son of a bitch now.
Always so good to hear your voice.
So all these years you've had my half of the necklace.
Viki gave it to you, did she?
And I had half a mind to tell her exactly where I got it.
You didn't, and you won't, because you know what will happen to your son if you let him.
That he's your son, too? Well, here's a newsflash for you. It doesn't matter what I do or don't do. That DNA test is going to prove to everyone what we already know. And all of your lies will have been for nothing.
We'll see.